Hello students, this is Dr. Ranjini. Welcome to e-learning session in immunology. Today in this session, we learn about enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. This enzyme-linked immunosorbent is otherwise in short form is called as ELISA. This ELISA will be used to quantify the concentration of the analyte. So this analyte could be your antigen solution or antibody or sometimes even hormones. This ELISA will be conducted in the microtiter plate or the 96 well plate. So to the surface of this microtiter plate, the antigen or the antibody could adhere and they get adsorbed to the surface of this microtiter plate and will be useful for detecting the or quantifying the concentration of antigen and antibody. Here, this ELISA are of 4 types: indirect ELISA, sandwich ELISA, competitive ELISA, and direct ELISA. After you load the samples in the microtiter plate, the color developed will be detected using the ELISA reader. Now we'll see how each type of ELISA will be conducted. In case of indirect ELISA, here the well surface will be coated with the antigen solution and the antigen concentration will be assessed by the color developed by the indirectly by the secondary antibody. Here what they do is antigen will be coated on the microtiter plate and will be allowed to interact with the primary antibody. If it is specific, it will bind to antigen and it will form antigen-antibody complex. Then the complex of antigen-antibody complex will be detected by the secondary antibody, which will be tagged with the enzyme, that is horseradish peroxidase. This horseradish peroxidase enzyme acts on the colorless substrate, that is TMB, tetramethylbenzidine, 3,3', 5'' tetramethylbenzidine, and it will form the colored end product. So the intensity of this colored end product will be measured in the ELISA reader. So here you are assessing the concentration of the antigen indirectly by the color developed by the secondary antibody, which is tagged with the enzyme. Hence it is called as indirect ELISA. Here you are using primary antibody, which is specific to the antigen, and it may be raised in rabbit, mice, or the horse, and these primary antibody and antigen complex will be detected by secondary antibody. It's usually either anti-rabbit IgG if the primary antibody is raised in the rabbit. It could be anti-mouse IgG if the primary antibody is raised in the mouse, or it could be anti-horse IgG if the primary antibody is raised in horse. This is regarding indirect ELISA. Next, we will move on to the direct ELISA. Here, the concentration of the antigen. So the antigen will be coated on the surface of the microtiter plate. Concentration of the antigen will be detected by enzyme tagged primary antibody. Here we are not using secondary antibody. Instead, primary antibody will be enzyme tagged. So if the primary antibody is specific to the antigen, it will form antigen primary antibody complex. Directly you add the substrate, it will interact with the the enzyme, that is horseradish peroxidase, act on the TMB and it will convert into colored end product. So directly we are assessing the antigen concentration. Next, we will move on to the competitive ELISA. Here what they do is they mix the antigen with this specific antibody in a separate vial. Then this mixture will be loaded to the microtiter plate. The unbound antigen will be adsorbed to the surface of the microtiter plate. Now you add the serum containing the antibody. Now there will be a competition between the antibodies to the binding site on the antigen. So this is called as competitive ELISA, and after washing, whichever the antigen adhere to the surface of the microtiter plate will bind to the antibody, and the presence of antigen antibody complex will be measured using enzyme substrate reaction to form the colored end product. Next, we'll move on to the sandwich ELISA. Here, the antigen will be sandwiched between the two antibodies. One is capture antibody, otherwise called as primary antibody. Coat the surface of the microtiter plate with the primary antibody, and then you add the antigen. So now the secondary antibody or the detection antibody will be added. So this detection antibody will be complementary to the region on the antigen that the binding site is different from the capture antibody binding site. That's why antigen will be sandwiched between capture antibody and the detection antibody. So the capture antibody usually will be primary antibody, detection antibody will be secondary antibody that will be tagged with the enzyme. Now you add the substrate, the enzyme acts on the substrate and it will give the colored product that you read in ELISA reader. So in this session, you learned the basic terms used in the ELISA and the importance of microtiter plate, types of ELISA, and how we detect the antigen or the antibody concentration using the ELISA technique. So this ELISA will be used to quantify antigen concentration, to quantify the antibody concentration, to detect the presence of the antigen or to detect the presence of antibody in the patient. And in addition to that, it will be used to assess the titer value of the antibody. That is the dilution rate you use it for the Western blotting or other technique could be assessed using the ELISA technique. I hope you understood this session. Thank you.